you will see the most greatest fighting in the world. And Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith has some of the greatest fighting in the world. I just got a comment from somebody who's saying that. I totally agree. It's one of my favorite Star Wars. Possibly my favorite. I can't say exactly. In what kind of way would it be your favorite? Overall, would it be your favorite? I would say for me, it would be in the sense of overall all the different things that I like about Star Wars. It has the most of all those different things, and I don't want to take the time to talk about all the different things right now. Even though I could, I don't want to, but I do want to, but I don't. But I wanted to highlight the comment I got just a second ago when I was talking about geeks and gamers, Jeremy, and all the other all the other people. So I'm just gonna sit here and slowly get to the point, which I already got to. Friends of the Sith is really exciting because it tells a pretty powerful story, and I remember thinking about it around the time that the prequels were being made, possibly before the Menace, like possibly around 98 or 99. I was thinking about what kind of backstory Darth Vader would have. In my mind, it would have been something like he's fighting 100, or not 100, but in my mind, it was like 10 Sith at the same time. And that's the only way that he had to fall, that he would fall. That didn't happen, like, that didn't end up happening. He fell in a more sophisticated kind of way, which is a better way in a way, but I wanted something with more action. Like, I wanted the three prequels films to be this Anakin fighting the whole time, fighting all these people and being overwhelmed, and then eventually going to the dark side because he was beaten up. And because I just, that's what I wanted, because I wanted Darth Vader to be a badass. And obviously, we were excited to see Darth Vader fight in Rogue One, but it was only for like a second at the end. And we want that. We want more of that. Here's what I got. So I just did this video just a second ago. Geeks and gamers, you should go check it out. And I got this from my only fan at the moment for this channel. Never mind other channels that might have been. He says, manbat4463 I need please. Says Revenge Revenge of the Sith was the best Star Wars movie fight for me. Okay, I agree. Uh, I agree. Revenge of the Sith is pretty badass, ends pretty dark like Empire. Empire. Um, what's it called again? Empire Strikes Back. Just like that in a way. In some ways, Empire Strikes Back was better, but overall, if you consider all the different things that you're looking for in a movie, especially a Star Wars movie, if you add it all up, Revenge of the Sith would rate a little bit higher. But if you're looking at particular points, Empire Strikes Back would be better if you're focused on just a few different things. And that's the hard thing about rating and comparing different films. It could be extremely subjective. If you're just looking at the overall story arc, and you're trying to tell a good story to influence the audience, you probably would do better with something like Empire Strikes Back. because the story is better told in the original trilogy. Those first three films that were made, it's obviously better told, better understood. You can love them a little bit better. And I totally agree with what people say about the original trilogy, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Not the Revenge of the Jedi, but the Return of the Jedi. And I love the prequels because it's telling a great story, even though it doesn't do it very well. Like like a lot of people say, it doesn't execute story very well. It's very simple to understand. But overall, the prequels have a lot of different things going on. A couple different things going on at the same time, and if you add it all up, you're like, wow, this is really interesting. But it's kind of hard to follow if you're not a nerd. If you're not really into Star Wars, you can get sucked out of it, unfortunately. And you can be like, well, I don't want to read a book. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about this. And so for the average guy, they're like, what is this all about? And you can like it to an extent if you're not really into Star Wars, but you're not really going to get into it a whole lot if you're not really into it, kind of thing. And that's a little bit unfortunate, and it's true for a lot of things, and that's why people always say like the book was better for a lot of different things, a lot of different movies and franchises. And it's obviously going to be the case, but it's not uh, a fair comparison. Like comparing a book to a movie is like comparing a trailer to a movie. It's like, I mean, like the movie would be the trailer and the book would be the real thing. It's like book has more time to flesh it out. Unless if it's like a series, then you have more time. And that's what a lot of people are doing nowadays. Like even with The Walking Dead, which is happening right now. I need to go watch. Probably gonna stop making videos right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop and watch that and then do a review. Probably gonna do a review of The Walking Dead, and then the other show, Walking Dead, uh, Beyond or something. Not to be confused with Fear the Walking Dead. Part of me is kind of sick and tired of some of these things, some of these shows, but I've been watching it since 2010. It's that one show that was with me the whole entire decade, that last decade, The Walking Dead. And it's still here. And I'm going to watch all the episodes because it's a part of who I am.